And from 1 second to the other, $60,000 from my account were deducted. Most of the younger generation, they are in a good position, they have a good job, but they just cannot wait. They want the success immediately. Dream big and always be nice to people. Never scam someone. A new vlog starts. What are we going to do? First off, we are going to have a tough discussion, Q&A. You sent me some questions, I want to answer them. We are going to go to the house. There will be a huge update. I mean, AJ told me a lot is going on there. And just downstairs, you see there, zack, there are some prototypes for new fragrances. Maybe we are going to, the next one will be Arabian Cherry. But maybe we will find the next one down there. And now let's see. I saw inside here. Hello. Today the door gets painted. Kaya is a little bit scared like always. So it is Thursday. It is sunny outside. We have 25 degrees, wonderful weather, and the business is doing good. In the past days, a lot of things happened. I will give you an update in a second. I almost lost 60,000 dollar because someone said people wanted to scam me. And this, my friends, this story I will tell you after we are going to try out these fragrances. I know what's in here. What is in here? Okay, so now let's dive right into it. So here we are, the first two samples. How is it going? So first off, this is Sunset Echo. This is the perfume which we are going to do with Michael. So if we are going to, this will be interesting for you. How is it that we developed Sunset Echo? This one we started from scratch. We had an idea from a friend of mine and we just had ingredients. So this time, normally you can do, let's say you like Baccarat Rouge, just as an example, and you take an inspiration from this scent and then you just kind of copy it, change something. There's nothing wrong with it, and this you do most of the time. But with this fragrance, Sunset Echo, we started from scratch. We just wrote down some ingredients which we think will be fitting nice. And now we have 30% and 40% oil. The concentration is not always, let's say, the more oil the better, because sometimes if you use too much oil, then the scent will not open and you will smell almost nothing. Interesting. Floral, nothing leathery, and fruity. So this was 30%, interesting. Wow. 40%, very interesting. There's a floral note to it. I think we need to turn the floral note a little bit down, but let it sit for a second. Now let's move on to the next. Then my friends, Coco Cane, the release which we had with Ola Kala. We did a small update. First off, we will change the bottle for the second batch and we are going to change some ingredients. I'm not sure if we need to change the price, but if you use, let's say, you can use different ingredients and they will last a little bit longer. So this one right here, this batch, the long lastivity is increased due to the fact that we used not liquid ingredients. So because they are, okay, it's definitely more intense and more dense. I like it. 28% oil is inside this one. Let me get the phone. Hello.
Good afternoon. May I please speak to Sir Marc?
He's not available on the phone. You need to send him an email. So I think here we found our max EVA. Okay, 28%. So we increased the oil percentage by, I think before it was 22%. Now we went up to 28%. There was a change due to regulation. So now we can use more and even we use more heavy ingredients. So this, my friends, for the fans of Coco Cane, the second batch you can look forward. Here we have the next one, which is also Sunset Echo. It is Sunset Echo 1 and here we have Sunset Echo 2. So the perfumer already made two different variations. Oh, interesting. Definitely a dryness to it. Gives me a little bit the vibe of Pegasus at the beginning. So then the next one, 43%. In German we say, das ist ein Ballermann. 43% heavy scent. Okay, so what do we have in here? This one looks kind of unusual. What we have here? Amorist. Why is it so sticky? Ach so, I think in here we have, what is it? I need to ask my sister. Okay, I understand. This one is chili oil. They put it inside here. I just think, why is the liquid looking so strange? But in here we have chili oil. We have chili seed oil. This is very, very spicy, but as a kind of olive oil combination. And this we are also currently working on. Man, so many informations. And here is, this is the update. This I'm really looking forward. Here we have Orange Flamingo as a shower gel. I said to them, put in the maximum amount of perfume oil. If you shower, you should smell like it. So now they did it. I need to try. Man, we are so productive. What is in here? The next one? My friends. Here we have a raspberry. I want to have a fragrance with raspberry, 25% oil. Then we have rhabarber. This is, I don't know how it's called in English, rhabarber. And here we have a rose and a berry, 50%. Okay, so let's try to get the first one. 50% rose berry. Okay, this is super heavy. They're very strong. Very, very strong. Not bad, but maybe too strong. Let's go with rhabarber. No. No. And then we have 50%. Better, but I need to try on the skin. And then we have raspberry. Oh. Raspberry is this. This is raspberry 50% and 25%. I even like 25% more, but because my community is a little bit sick in the head, I need to do 50%. But my friends, raspberry, interesting. So now, what else we have? Here we have the next one. I mean, these are some good ones here. Here we have, this one is the molecule scent. I hope you don't get bored because I only sit here and try perfume. So here we have 44% ambroxan in a mixture because this one is a molecule scent. We have just 3 ingredients. Then we have caramel, 44%, and we have 35 ambroxan, and we have 30% caramel. I wanted to have a sweet caramel scent. We tried to do it, but unfortunately, the last times it was not working. No, it was not nice and it was not smelling good. Now let's go. Almost like a cake. Interesting, I like it. Now let's check the next one. This one is 44% Maximum Ivras Caramel. Interesting, never smelled something like it. It is even not too strong. I need to try it on the skin. It has a caramel vibe to it. Also vanilla note is inside. My friends, here are some good perfumes. Definitely not the direction I always choose. And now we go for the molecule scent. I even have the name for it. 35% Ambroxy. You know molecule, the fragrance molecule number 1? This is the idea of this fragrance. 44%. Interesting, very interesting. I think we have a hit. And now the last one. Let's see, what do we have here? This one is caramel, different version, model 2. Caramel 40% and 44%. The perfumer, he knows what I like. So let's go 40% caramel. I don't smell anything because my nose is blind. Okay, we need to wait. I don't smell anything. But what can I say, guys? Look at this. There is a lot going on. And I'm pretty sure this year we are going to release maybe 1 or 2 of these bad boys. But really, I'm looking forward for the summertime. This is Coco Cane, 28% Maximum Ivras, and it is definitely more intense and more dense. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so what happened on the weekend? So we had problems with 2 transactions, and from one second to the other, $60,000 from my account were deducted. And I spoke to some friends, I spoke with Michael and some other people, and clearly, very fast, they told me, you know, you don't need to worry. At the end, I have to tell you, my mind, you know, I wanted to fix it immediately. So this was the issue. What can we learn from this? We always need to stay calm. We need to be relaxed and focus on the good things. And if we didn't do anything wrong, if we made everything clear, then, you know, you will be safe. But you always have to pay close attention. There are a lot of scammers around, and we always hear also stories from the community that you can lose a lot of money. In my case, everything went well, and we recovered the money. But I have to tell you guys, it was not very pleasant. And what can I say? We have some questions from the community. Let's dive right into it. Are there any niche perfume houses you admire or you collect? I collect any kind of fragrances as in my library. Let's say I have some in Germany, I have some here. I have a huge collection. I have fragrances from the 90s and from when I were 19, but there is no such brand where I say I collect it. You know, I mean, of course I have the whole collection from Xerjoff, but I would not say that I collect fragrances in a way that from a specific brand. Just if I like stuff, I have it, and sometimes it takes me years, and then you know, I maybe use it as an inspiration for my own brand. What is the first perfume you ever purchased, or do you still love it? The first one I ever purchased was in Ibiza. It was Calvin Klein CK1. Do I love it? I don't know how it smells today. Back in the day, it was the most luxurious thing, and I was just so fascinated by it. And then the next one was Helly Hansen had a perfume, and this was the next one. Yeah. Do you layer fragrances? If so, what is your favorite combination? I layer everything, so there are no rules. I just spray things on top of each other. And just to give you an idea, also right now we just tested the new fragrances. Two of them for sure we are going to release. First one is the molecule scent, which we will call Cocon, like from the butterfly. And the other one is radioactive. It will be called a Raspberry Dictator. Yeah, because it is so strong, like Air Tiger. And regarding layering, the molecule scent, Cocon, this one, for example, you can layer with everything, like the brand Molecule 01. It's a fragrance which is, the only thing is what my issue is, this one is 50% oil. I know you guys are insane, that's why I probably will release 50%, but 20 and 25% will also get the job done. Because if you use 25, it will be a little bit less intense. This one is now heavy, intense. Now the molecule scent smells like a regular fragrance, but what to do? What is your favorite scent memory or special fragrance that reminds you of a special time? I would say, I told this on Instagram before, of course my wedding. I mean, when I married Victoria, we did it, the wedding was in Schloss Bensberg in Germany. It was a nice castle, we could show you some pictures. It is a nice castle, and there I wore Purple Argento. So this one, of course, but also I have some trips to certain places which are linked to a fragrance, but this one in particular is in my mind. Are you drawn to vintage classics or modern creations? I would say both. I just discovered one fragrance, it's called Fiero from Xerjoff, from Casa Moratti. This one clearly is the inspiration from the regular Dior Sauvage, the old one. The liquid looks greenish. You got it in the 80s, maybe your dad wore it. It's super intense, super citrusy, and I have to say this one I also really, if you like old money scents, check out Fiero. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. What was the story behind the first watch you ever owned? So the first watch the first luxury watch I ever owned was or is a Submariner No Date Flat 4. So the 4 on the bezel looks a little bit different, and my father gave it to me. The story behind it is I graduated from I don't know how you call this school in the US, but let's say we graduated. I was 19 years old, and I came home, and then he gave me this green box, the vintage box, and I had nothing. I never thought of having a watch, a Rolex watch. It was not even something which I wanted to have. It would be nice, but it was not the case that I ever wanted to own one. And then I got the case, I opened it, and then the fascination began. So as a father, sometimes you need to make a gift, although you don't know if your son or your daughter even likes it, because with that gift, you start the spark. And this was the story of the first one. And of course, I have it. I got it in 2008. If you could keep only one watch from your collection, which one would it be and why? As a watch dealer, you have some personal watches, but at the end, almost everything is for sale. I always ask myself if I should just sell my private watches, but then, I just don't do it because I love watches. But let's say maybe the day comes where I just put everything online and will sell it. But yeah, currently most of my watches are still in the vault in Germany. So I don't have anything here personal for my personal collection. Maybe we need to change that. You know which one comes to my mind? Yesterday I saw it. Alaska Project Omega, the one with the white dial. We can show you a picture. This one, I got it for 3,000 euro. And now if you check online, it's around 17, 18,000 euros still, even when the market went down. Insane, right? Are you into more vintage watches or modern pieces, and why? The real modern watches, let's say from Rolex, I'm not really, they don't tickle me. I like special watches. Also from the modern collection, if there are, but the basic watches like a normal Daytona, this is just nothing which kind of, gets me excited. I buy and sell it, of course. So the past watches which I bought for personal collection, they are most of the time vintage, or they are modern but they have something special, and so whatever this means. What is your favorite complication on a watch, and why does it fascinate you? I think the most interesting one is the crazy hours from Frank Müller. I like it a lot because the idea that the hands are just moving weirdly on the dial, I like, and I think this is a completely new approach. Also, which one I like is the secret hour. Secret hour, we currently have one in rose gold for around 10,000 euro. The complication is insane. You press the button and the hands are starting to move. Before that, you have both hands, a minute and hour hand is just centralized. If you press it, then you can tell time. It gives the watch a nice symmetry, and I really like it. So yeah. Have you ever spotted a watch in a movie or on a celebrity and you instantly want it? Which one is it? The one which I want to own, which, a close friend of mine, I saw a watch online. It was the End of Days Royal Oak. It is the first limited edition ever produced with a celebrity from Audemars Piguet. And they used it in the movie End of Days, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want to have this watch. I spotted one really inexpensive on Chrono, but completely destroyed. But I know a friend of mine, he has some connection to Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he also thought it will be interesting, and maybe he can get a signature in the papers. It's some kind of, it's really just a piece of history. As a watch lover, you can imagine the first limited edition ever created by Audemars Piguet, and then you also can meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, so it's an opportunity. I gave it to him. The service costs were quite high. We paid around 14,000 plus tax for the service, but the End of Days would be a watch which I also would like. Current market value is around 30,000 euro. What's your dream travel destination to pair with your favorite timepiece? Good question. Where I want to travel? I want to go to Japan. We have a lot of dealers there, and I really would like to go to Japan and go for some watch shopping. We buy very frequently there, big lots, but I never made it there. At the end, you know how it is. You wake up, you work, and you just cannot always go anywhere, but for sure Japan would be the place. Which watch would I wear? I just got back my prototype RM. Would I wear this one? No. Most probably I would wear the Alaska Project from Omega, because the guys over there in Japan, they like Omega, so I would probably wear this one. Do you think watches should be seen as investment, or do you purely collect out of passion? So my strategy is different from yours, because I'm in the market and I buy collectibles which are difficult to sell, difficult to find, but they're going up in price radically. If we are talking about, for example, the wall clocks which I have in Germany, they are highly collectible, and let me tell you, I made solid 25-30% profit on these if I want to sell them. But the issue is, if you want to sell them, it's not easy to find also a new buyer. But over time, of course, it will be not easier to find this kind of vintage wall clock, so you will sell it at the end. But it's of course not easy. And if you take a look at my collection, the watches which I own, they are very particular, a little bit strange and not the usual. For example, I have Omega Speedmaster made for the Oman Watch Club. This watch, for example, I got very, very inexpensively for around, I think I paid $8,000, $9,000, and then of course the taxes I needed to pay. And at the end, right now, if you check online, the cheapest, there are two available or one available for 18,000 euro. So it's not easy to sell like a Daytona, but at the end you will get some profit. So I really go to that niche. Do I think watches are an investment? Of course, they are a high value item on a small space, and if you buy and sell at the right place, or you can make a lot of money. But you know, you never know when it's the right time. So don't, if you are not an expert in this level, it is always risky. Right now I can tell you, in the past 3 months the prices have been going up by around 5%, and I don't see, I mean, here in the world a lot is going on, but still the watch prices are rising. I think it's a good sign, and if you want to buy a watch, you can do it now. I don't think that the prices will drop down any further. What's a brand or a model you feel is underrated and deserves more attention? You can do some good deals on vintage watches from the 70s and 80s with integrated bracelet. We have a huge variety from a dealer friend of mine, and there you get for very little money, close to the gold price, a lot of watch for your money. You can get stone dials, Piaget, and style always changes. Currently we see that the sizes are decreasing for men wristwatches. So in my opinion, you can go two ways. First off, if you want to get a real good deal and you like bigger watches, try to get one offshore. We have always some nice models available, and you can get them in steel for under 20,000 euro full set, sometimes even 15,000 euro. And I tell you, the frequency on these watches, they are selling fast and good. So this is, on the other hand, 42 millimeter. If we go approach the other side, you can get some smaller size watches for under 10,000 euro, Datejust 36, and day date watches for also 15,000. This one you can also get very inexpensively. So there are two ways. Either you go against the current trend, so you check out bigger watches, or you go towards the smaller watches, and in the future, most probably they will pick up in price. And if you want to stay in the middle, try to get one Calatrava between 39 and 37 millimeter. The important thing for Calatrava, and we mostly buy just automatic watches, it should have an automatic winding system, so not hand wound. Hand wound is a little bit more inexpensive, but also the people, especially in the Calatrava world, they don't like it that much. So this would be my recommendation to you, that you take a look at this classic watches, 37 millimeter, and you cannot go wrong with these. I mean, they are timeless and a good pick. What's the most adventurous or unexpected fragrance you ever fall in love with? I told the story before. The most unique fragrance, which I hated at the beginning, was Gebauer from Gebauer, because it has this medical oud. It's a strong oud fragrance, but totally different. It smells like medical, like when you enter a hospital almost, okay? And I really disliked it a lot. And then over time, somehow something changed. I smelled it again, and now I really enjoy wearing it. It's a fragrance which I like to wear, which is very particular. It's very clean but strongly oudy, and you know, this is something, if you want to smell something unique, you should try out Gebauer from Gebauer. Have you ever gifted a perfume to someone that holds a deep meaning, and why is that? I make a lot of gifts, and I always gift perfume, and I try to analyze the person. Is he, let's say, someone very active? Then I go towards the citrusy. Is he someone who is just a regular person? Then I maybe go for something classic like Oxford from Roberto Ugolini. Or is he like an artist, and is he a little bit crazy? Then I can choose something maybe from Nasumato, and I always try to match the perfume to the person, and this is very important, and I like it a lot. For example, right now I'm excited for the feedback. We have a new client, one of the most wealthiest persons I ever know, and we gifted him some perfume. It is one of my perfumes. Normally I wouldn't do it, but let's see how he will react. Normally I always, we gift some other perfume, but it will be an interesting topic, because he really is not in this kind of world, and he's also not on social media. I'm really excited to get this feedback from a normal person. We gave him Vendetta, and we all know Vendetta is one hell of a fragrance, so it will be interesting. Have you ever created your own custom fragrance or thought about doing it? The idea of Air Tiger was to create my own fragrance, which I like the most. So Air Tiger is technically a perfume which I did for myself. The other fragrances as well, but let's say after Orange Flamingo, Air Tiger, yeah, after Air Tiger it became a little bit more commercial. But the first fragrances, Orange Flamingo and Arabian King, they were just created because I liked them, I wanted to do it, and then of course the people liked it as well, and it turned out to be a business. But the idea of the fragrance line of Marc Gebauer is just to create a fragrance which I like. Right now I do some fragrances which I say for me, for example, Private Garden. Private Garden I also love, I also like, and I also wear it, but let's say I'm also ready to wear something like Air Tiger. Air Tiger is very leathery, very dark, very deep. So there are these two hearts in my head, or in my body, or how you say it, that one side of mine wants to go very extreme and the other side just wants to stay commercial. So I hope this gives you a good idea. Yeah, these were some questions. So I would say right now it's time to maybe go to the house, or let's see what Victoria is doing. Let's see what the progress is. Hello. Okay, here everything is gone, and I think they're starting now the tile work. It's so loud. It's just too loud. It's not turning the music down. Here all the baseboard. Yeah, baseboard is installed. So what else? Here we have television. These were from Michael. We got some TVs and even more. What is going on here? Everything ready? Yes, everything ready. Looks great. But here I think nothing changed. The question is, what is going on upstairs? Hello, hello. So if we go in here also everything is ready. This is the shower head, which we are going to put. So you have here some body jets, and here is the rain shower as well as some waterfall. Two versions. Yeah, and so now let's go upstairs. What is going on there? Okay, so up here nothing changed. This week, not the biggest progress. Let's check. Today is Friday and we are in a good mood. We have just eaten something and now we need to check what is the perfume, what we are going to use. And there's a combination, a layering combo I just want to show you. Kitchen on and wine cellar on as well. So here we go. It is a mixture which I just discovered. One of the nicest rose fragrances on a budget. So first off, what we are going to use is Gao. This one is the perfume which I just told you, which kind of smells like medicine. And we are just putting it, tack, 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 tack. And then we are going to layer it with this beauty, Rose in Wonderland. My friends, this is such a beautiful perfume. If you have the chance, please try it out. Atkinson, Rose in Wonderland. I almost want to take a bath in it. It is such a beautiful fragrance, and this is my start. And besides that, let's talk about some watches. And on my wrist is a beautiful timepiece. I need to show you. If we are talking, if we are talking price-wise and the effect, for $9,900, this could be yours. We don't have nice lighting. 1 second. This could be yours. Look at this beautiful rose gold Panerai. For $9,900. This price, you don't even get the modern Submariner date. It's the GMT version. Radiomir, this one just had a service, small second, and also, let me show you. You cannot see it. It has a sandwich dial, and if you pull out the crown, it has a second stop. So the second goes to 0. And what can I say? This is a beautiful timepiece with the GMT function, and on the back side, look at the display of the movement, power reserve indicator, and just a hell of a watch. Sometimes I fear the community is sleeping on it. In Germany, you need to pay a little bit more because there is the import tax, but I think it's around 11,000. But for $9,900 or 11,000 euro, guys, complete set. Yeah, what a beautiful timepiece. And I think in the combination with all the colors, I think it is nice. And for the first time, I'm wearing this beautiful cufflinks. Just a shell converted to a cufflink with a small ruby on top of it. These are my essentials, as well as this beautiful pen. It's the James Dean limited edition from Montblanc. And this is one rollerball. Normally I always have the fountain pen, but this is a rollerball. Yeah, these are my essentials for today. And it's Friday, so not a lot is going on. Victoria is outside. I'm alone at home posting some stuff and planning the next weeks. I'm going to Los Angeles for another time. This is the current plan, and that's it, guys. It is Saturday morning. And what are we up to? Today is family day. We will go to the swim course with Malika. Malika. And yeah, some updates. Yesterday I sold a very expensive Patek Philippe. The reference number is 5013 in rose gold. This one is a minute repeater. And what can I say? Act of God. Someone offered me the watch. It's very difficult, and the watch is even without paper. And I sold it to another dealer, a friend of mine. It was just a very smooth deal, and this normally doesn't happen very often. Yes, and yeah, today we will just have a quiet Saturday, but everything will be about Malika. We also go to the shopping mall to get some new clothes because everything is too short. She's just growing. It is Sunday, the Super Bowl weekend, and we got a lot of new feedback from our clients regarding Private Garden, the perfume which smells like green apple. And let me tell you, I'm really happy that you like it. That's the most important. Every day on Parfumo we get some new comments, and the upvote is pretty strong right now. We have 8.1, which is even better than Orange Flamingo, so it's kind of insane. But what are we going to use today on this Sunday? I want something cherry, but masculine. Long time I didn't use this one. And if you have probably seen Kai Cenat, he's also a big fan of Inizio. What kind of fragrance? I think it was Rehab or a white bottle. I need to check. Narcotic Delight is a sherry, cognac, pepper, tobacco, vanilla fragrance. You can use it for evening. You can use it also on a Sunday. It's very kind of soft but masculine. You have the cherry note, you have a little bit of smokiness, but it's not synthetic at all. It has a very natural smell to it. And I mean, there are a lot of sherry fragrances, but this one is not too fruity. Yeah, it has the vanilla and tobacco notes are equally strong. So if you are looking for pure sherry fragrance, this is not for you. But if you're looking for a nice interpretation of something which you cannot smell everywhere, then you're here at the right place. And now let's quick go to the house. Oh, wow. Now let's quick go to the house, see what is new, and maybe we all have also some more questions, some more Q&As to answer. And I just put a new strap on this beautiful Frank Müller, which I will show you in a second. Now let's get it going and head over to the new house. And some of you asked if there is an update on the car. Unfortunately not. I haven't found someone for repair. I mean, from this, if it's cleaned and like this, you don't see a lot, but I definitely want to fix it. Yeah, if you know someone who is really good with carbon and he is from Las Vegas, then let me know. Unfortunately, I don't have any person right now here who can fix it, but let's see. Okay, here we are. Let's see what is new. First off, here all the baseboards are installed. This is nice. And by the way, if you like this kind of stuff, let's say remodeling, everything what has to do with property, then check out our channel with Michael. It is called MMMansions, and there we try to buy some houses, and we are going to fix them up in the same way like we have done it here or in Michael's house. Now let's see here. Oh la la! Look at it! Oh, wow! This is amazing. This is a shower which I will probably never use, but look at the pattern. Wow! My friends, this looks amazing. This is like a diamond. Wow. And here also we have the countertops here. This is a special stone called something with Taj Mahal. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but look at it. It's amazing. And yeah, the mirror is gone, I would say. The thing is, the mirror, I thought we just leave it and put a frame around it, but it is what it is. And here, my guys, is this a different one? Are they the same? They look a little bit different, huh? No? They are the same? No, they are the same. Okay, nice. Really nice. And what else do we have? Here, nothing. Okay, let's continue. But this one, my friend, this looks amazing. Then, if we move on, here the baseboard still needs to be changed. But this room, we haven't done anything to it. Now, let me check if he already installed the countertop over there. No, nothing there. Okay. View. And we still have some questions left. Unfortunately, I don't have a chair. So, let's take a place here and see what we have. Which characteristics of yours would you say drive you forward the most? When you go back in time since 2020, we didn't start with a lot. Over the time, we accomplished some kind of stock. And let's say the most important characteristics you need to have when you start your business, you need to be positive. Because at the beginning, it looks like a hill, like a mountain, which you cannot climb on the first day. And to stay positive, to stay motivated, this is the key to success. If you have a plan and you thought about it well, nevertheless, how good you try to plan it out, there will be some difficulties. And the key is always to stay positive and try to see the best in everything what happens to you. And if you are a good guy, you don't want to harm anyone, you thought about it, you did your research, you did your due diligence, then this is probably what helps you the most. And before that, it's also very important that you try to find out what your skills are and what kind of things you can do better than others, even if it's not your most favorite thing to do maybe. And that way, I think you are on a good path. What have you learned from both your greatest success and your failures? You need to define what success means. Because at the end, for someone, could it be that you make a good sale, okay, and you earn $100,000? This can be some level of success. I think what the time has taught me that you cannot get infinite joy out of collecting money. And a lot of businessmen, they will say the same. You need to get in touch with yourself and see what drives you, what fulfill your heart. And if you found a task or mission what you like, then this is what you should pursue. If you just want to collect money and gather money and get as much as possible, you will find out that at the end of this journey, you will get nothing. Because if we are truly honest, what kind of difference my life or my day-to-day life would be if I had just a regular salary. Of course, when I fly somewhere, I can fly business class or first class, and of course I drive a nice car. But when we came here, I drove for 2 months a Toyota Corolla. It's fine for me. There's nothing wrong with it. And you get some benefits if you have the right amount, obviously healthcare and all this. But average day-to-day life, you eat the same like my videographer, for example. There is no difference. So the key is really to find what you like. And regarding the failures, it's a great question. From the failures which I had, I've learned that time goes by and things will be forgotten. Maybe in that situation, it is the biggest factor of stress you will have. You think it will never pass, and how can you master this situation? But everything goes on. New situations will come, and at the end, it will just pass by, and the next day will come, and life goes on. Even if you lose money, even if you lose a lot of money, even if you lose some relatives, maybe your dad passes away, you are not the first one, and you're not the last one. Especially as a male, we need to be stress resistant and we need to be encountering the future positive. What do you think the most people fail at when they want to achieve their goals? The most people, they are not ready to wait. I have met a lot of people, and also currently we have some things in the company. It is always the same. People nowadays, they cannot wait. Yeah, in Arabic it's called sabr. They cannot wait until the time comes. You need to analyze your situation where you are in. You are maybe having a job and the company is doing good, and you need to work on yourself. And then from time to time there will be a spot when you need to be ready. You acquired all the skills you need, and then the situation comes and you need to shoot and hit the goal. So most of the younger generation, they are in a good position. They have a good job, but they just cannot wait. They want the success immediately, and that way sometimes the situation will lead to disaster. So I just can say we all want to have everything immediately, but this is not how the world works like. So be patient, analyze your situation, try to figure out if you're in the right spot with the right people, if your company is good, and then wait. Look at me, for example. You think that right now my life is easy? We have a company in the US, we have a company in Germany. I'm trying to fight every day to make as much as possible for my workers as well as my family. And then we are also trying to get famous here, to get a good business in the US. I tell you honestly, right now, for example, Instagram is good, but to get the audience in the US as a target, it's not easy. And for example, on YouTube, it's for us very difficult. Somehow the algorithm is not working. What can I do now? Should I stop making videos? No, we just need to continue. We need to analyze, can we do something different maybe? Right now, I cannot say, I don't have anything in my mind. So we just need to continue to work on, to pursue. And it's not easy. Sometimes I wake up and I have no ideas what can I tell the camera. And I think, the people, they are even not tuning in. So what can I do? Nothing. Just stay on the path, check everything around you, and try to be the best as possible. Can you name 3 things that have had a massive positive influence on your growth? The biggest influence on my growth were the people around me. So everyone who was or is in my circle, I can talk to them and they help me, and I always try to find the good people, and I say this is one of the most important thing. Even though they cannot help me with money, they can help me with certain angles. How can I look at situations? They can help me maybe doing the right decision. At the end, I need to make the decision, but they can help me. So you should check which people are around you. If these are, let's say, not the best kind of influence, then you need to change that. Second of all is my belief, the religion. The rules which the religion has given me help me a lot to structure my life. They teach me, let's say, discipline and also work ethics. In there, I found a lot of help to kind of stay away from things which are not allowed and always be on the right path. So this is the third thing. And the last point I want to mention is that I found my niche, which I love to do. Right now it's Sunday. I just try to purchase watches for the past, 2 or 3 hours. Now we record the video and there's literally no downtime. It's always something work related. But for me, it's not work. I can do it every day. I just love to do it. It's my passion. If you now tell me you need to fly to New York to get some watches to try to make some deal happen, I will do it. So the third thing is I found my passion, and you cannot outperform me in this. Because it doesn't matter. If you send me 30 watches at midnight, I will price them and I will do the deal then, not tomorrow. So to outperform me in this topic, very difficult. Is a successful person fulfilled, or is a fulfilled person successful? I think if we look at Hollywood, or if we look on the business side, we will find out that a lot of people which are wealthy, they are not happy in life. And I've showed you many examples of person that, if their heart is not full, or if they are not connected to themselves, it will be very easy to have a pleasant life. So the first and most important thing for finding a wife or a girlfriend, for be successful in life, you need to listen to yourself, what you need, what kind of problems you might have, and you need to be a fulfilled person to be successful. Otherwise, it can come, it doesn't matter how much money you have, at the end you will be unhappy And we see a lot of celebrities, they are a mess, yeah? They have a lot of things in their life which are not great. And so work on yourself, and while you do that, you will become successful, inshallah. How important is the topic of investing for you in the view of current developments in this country? I mean, in the US or in Germany, we invest just in our business. We get a lot of requests that people are asking, I have an idea as a startup, what do you want to invest? What we pursue with our company is just we invest 100% in our own company, in the workers. We try to get new products out there, and this is our main goal. In the US, for example, we invested now in this beautiful house as a kind of headquarter, as a kind of place to grow, and we didn't want to kind of lose the money in rent. So this is the kind of investment what we do. For 2025, we want to invest more in perfume. We want to grow our watch stock, of course. If you check online, you will always see that we are between 300 or 400 watches, which we have in stock. And this, of course, we want to increase. And I mean, yeah, we invest 100% in the brand Marc Gebauer, and this we want to go up. I mean, I want to open a store here in Las Vegas as well, and this all costs money. But from time to time, also here, you know, we need to be patient, we need to wait for the right time, and then we are going to make it happen. I think we are at the end of this video. We answered a lot of questions. It was a very personal video. I hope you like that. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I will now maybe I can show you even upstairs, because upstairs they told me that they made some changes. So yeah, what a journey, guys. If some of you, I'm 100% sure you're on my side even before I was self-employed. Sometimes if I'm walking through here, I cannot believe everything what happened. So if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it as well. Dream big and always be nice to people. Never scam someone. Also, if it's the hard way, you need to go the hard way. But yeah. So look at this. Here on the left side, there will be the closet. Here will be the bathroom, and here in between, now we need to find out what we're doing here. This. And here the baseboard needs to be installed. So I mean, great progress. Have I showed you the watch at the end of this video? I just have changed the bracelet to alligator green. Look at this. Whoa. I love this watch, guys. This is, for me, I mean, this costs 70,000 euro list price. Skeleton, I mean, what a beautiful factory diamond set watch. Amazing. Anyhow, we are at the end of this video. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And today is Sunday, so for the upcoming week, we are going to Los Angeles again for the last time. And then let's see what kind of things are happening. Now let's go back home to Victoria and Malika and yeah, take a rest, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.